DJ Rambo, you know.
Sure. Live.
Man, I draw some selection there, some of me don't remember.
Serious selection.
Yeah, man. Some really rough selection, man.
True that.
Give thanks.
Before we talk about the return of the Chronicles,
Yes, sir.
you've asked us a question. You've asked people if they're ready to meet Jah. From this tune,
Yeah.
how do you get ready?
Well,
From the messenger's perspective.
by your works, you know, because it's by our eye works that to make ourselves prepare for the Almighty God. Because at the end of the day, if whatever we do is not acceptable by the Almighty, it's like we're wasting our night time. Because just say, if I build a house and we don't build it in Jah name, we live it in vain. So if you live your life and don't live it in Jah name, we're living in vain.
Living in vain.
You know?
Blessed.
Blessed.
Amazing.
Yes.
So now we talk about, you know, from way back, from say the 90s,
Yes,
when
sir.
music was going digital,
Yes,
and musicians and DJs and everyone and MCs were going on tour with machines and computers.
Sure.
You went on tour with a band,
Yes,
right?
right.
So you've kept that moving. Was it the Fox or something, the band that you went with?
It was the Firehouse.
The Firehouse.
Yes.
All right. Then after that, now there's the return of the Chronicles.
Yes, I.
And you've embraced the new feeling of music,
Right.
the new touch of music.
Yes, ma'am.
Because most people do not accept change. Most people stay rigid.
That is
they
true.
They know how to accept change. But the Jah Messengers has accepted, and you've done your tunes in a way that now the younger generation can consume your tunes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what was the inspiration
Because
behind
this
that?
is one of the main reasons why we have to send off props to my manager, Brother Anthony Gad, Mr. Anthony Cargill, because he was the one really behind this project.
Mhm.
And he single-handedly, we have worked on these rhythms and these songs, and we have the version from Portugal.
Trevor Sparks.
Sir Trevor Sparks is one of the producers behind this, because we made sure that we still keep some of the components like the harmonies
True that.
and the voicing, a voice over all the songs. It's not like we use the voices from the original track.
All right.
We voiced them all over. So right through the COVID, we were busy. So because we couldn't get to tour on the road and things, so we just use the time and utilize it in the studio. And I think our main effort behind this the reason behind all this, because we don't want to see, as we say, we are encouraging the youths, and we really want to harness our youths, and the best way to get across to them is through their genre.
True that.
And they might not want to, they might not readily associate themselves with the original old school, but they're quickly connected to their own genre of music. So we thought it as a marketing strategy to sing some of these same melodies and the same vibration and try to recapture the same spirit and put it on their vibration of rhythms. And it's going great.
Right.
And some of the old school may not have liked the idea. Some saying, boy, we should just leave those big songs, leave them as they are, you know. And but you know, as we say, we have to be creative
True that.
to get across to the younger generation. As our intention is really to inspire the younger generation and to be always, at least to remind them that the messenger is still here, the messenger is still vibrant. And even during those years coming up, you know, on the Exterminator label, we always add in one or two different songs like Move On and Life is What You Make It. We still try to, you know, just like the wind. There's certain songs that we try to keep our thing current with the genre of music that's going on out there with the younger generation. So, but
Yeah.
yes,
This tune is a testimony on its own. Like everywhere you go, I'm sure you meet people talking about this tune.
Sure.
Because I heard you talk about it. You saying this was like a prayer you did. to Jah.
Definitely.
How do you feel when you see your prayer that was personal to you?
Yes.
Relate and cut across to so many people.
I think it's a magical thing, and this is the beauty and the power of music, because most time it's a hit from the studio. When you voice it, you can know it's a hit.
True that.
And the engineer feel the vibes and everyone making noise in the studio. So if you want to know if a song is a hit, it starts from right there when you voice it, you know?
Yes.
And then before you know, the selectors catch on to it and the radio disc jockeys and so on. So it starts from the beginning. It's just like a spring. You know, the spring starts from the root of the tree or under a rock. And before you know, the water is spreading all over, traveling over lands and hills and valley. So it's the same with the music. And this song, it's Me Again Jah. It's so mystical how that song came about, because it's like, it was like a straight hit. I never do no worry about patching. And sometimes you do some songs and you get a verse and you go back and
I need to
go back
patch
again
this.
and put in a next verse and then you get an idea for the, you know.
Yes.
This song came to me straight.
Whole.
And after I did it, even myself surprised, because I said, wait, what going on? But there was something happened that day. It was the first day that I really burned a chalice. You know, and it was my manager, Mr. Philip Burl at the time, Fatis, aka Fatis, that carrying on her ends and some elder Ras and I burned the chalice and I passed it round. So I was there in the circle. So I couldn't get left out of this. So I said, well, I couldn't go tell him, say, well, you know, so I don't really deal with everything. I'm like, no, I don't want them run. I said, what you deal with?
What you deal with now?
I said, well, I take it with a strong heart, and even though I don't take it as puff as big as them, you know.
How big are them?
But just take my time and take some nice little puffs and, you know. When I walk out of that place, I come like I was at cloud 9. So I said, Fatis, what? Man said, yeah, man, father slide down. I stood out a little bit. Go check him, man. When I walk in at the rhythm, I walk into. Da, 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 da. And I'll tell you, the rest is history. I just start roll a voice and him say, go on a voice box, man. Go see how you feel. Come and see how you express yourself. Because Fatis was a man like that. He could tell when the artist is in the mood, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And before we let you go, I would like to ask you about your staff and what it means to your spirituality. Because I know, for one, Aaron had one, Moses had one, Elijah, Elisha,
my God.
and you have it.
You know, you're very deep, you know, when you ask a question like that, and just the way you ask it, it
Yes.
tells me that you're very connected. But this one is, I got this one in Zimbabwe. Yeah, this was carved out in Zimbabwe, man. It's a very spiritual ride. And you know, I got a vision, you know. It's like spirit of Jah. It's like an elder in the vision. The spirit come to me and say, like, and I said, son, you know, I know you have spiritual powers, and I know you are strong spiritually. But when you walk with a rod, it will double your spirit and double your strength spiritually.
True that.
So when I wake up, I say, wait, what kind of vision is? And sometimes you get some different. One time, because sometimes when you're going to the airport, some of these securities, they don't really understand the fullness of I&I movements, and they want to take away your scepter or your rod. Because I think I was going into Spain one time, and the security said to me, say, you can't go through with this, and I'm so I tell him a lie, I have to tell you a lie. I say, I need it. It wasn't this one, though, you know. I say, I need it. So I said, no, we cannot go through. I'm sorry, sir. We cannot let you go through the security checkpoint with this. I said, sir, so this, somebody said, it's for my foot, you know, sir. Me, I lift up my pants, come to jump off a bicycle one time and show them. Show them when I have a dig for my foot, yeah. One scrape on my knee, and I'll show them that. And man say, eh? You want them, call for the wheelchair for me. Yo, I mean, I tell you, the man they put me in a wheelchair for you. And I said, what is for me, God Almighty? This doesn't feel good, it don't feel right. I said, I hope none of my fans are seeing that it's a wheelchair. By this time, I put you every move me make. So what that time I say I get run out of this wheelchair. I just want to wait till it.
What happened?
What you doing in the wheelchair, boy? I said, gee, I tried my face. I said, no man, he don't look like Luciano, boy. Hey, Luciano, what you doing in the wheelchair, boy? So I said, no man, this don't look good at all. So I said, I can't make a next one. So I just said to the attendant and said, please come to the bathroom now. I need to use the bathroom. They push me, I carry on the bathroom, go there, I say, I just walk out and say, you know, forget this bloody thing here.
I'm okay now.
okay now.
So I can't do this. I said, what? Get back in the chair. You're not careful, them hold and put you in that chair, man. I said, no, man, it's okay. I'm okay now.
I can walk now. All right.
Awesome stuff. And what should we expect from you? Everyone is excited.
Give them-
Everyone is. People are going crazy over Luciano
Yeah,
performing on Saturday at the Ngong Race Course. So, what is the expectation? What
We
should
can
they
only
expect?
pray, inshallah, that things work in God's will and that everything work out. The day turning out nice and the people come on out. Let's have a good time because our focus is uniting the youth. And to unite the youth, show I want the people, especially the youth, just come out, man, and feel a good vibe. Because sometimes the burdens of life make you feel like you can't go on and you can't do this no more. But you meet a brother or a sister along the way that can make you feel a good vibe and a good energy. You feel like, hey, I can keep doing this. I can push on for another day. So I know this event is going to be a great vibes and a lot of other artists coming on out to share this great moment and make it a night, a moment of great energy, good inspiration, good vibes, unification of the youths.
True that.
Yeah, man.
The Jah Messenger is known for acrobatics and a holy basamba sort and everything and every niceness. Do you take it down now? We still go and see that.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going up in age now. So I don't do too much, but I can still,
You can still
my
do
thing.
a
You wanna
basamba
see
sort.
that? I want to see that.
You can't do that.
But you can't, you just have to time it properly, you know.
All right.
Because sometimes you rush out and go do it, you might slip your back. And